I'm Hooker-Stroud, leader of the Wales Green Party. Yes, we should definitely ban fracking and ban open cast coal. Yeah, 2030 at the least. I think we need to look for opportunities in terms of community-owned renewables and potentially local authority-owned renewables, thus distributing both jobs and income across Wales, and there are opportunities there to actually defend some of our public services. So if we can gain income for local authorities, then we can make sure we defend local schools and libraries, etc. I think one thing is that it's not just household food waste that we have to worry about. I know that about 50% of the food waste comes in households, but 50% also comes along the supply chain. And I think a lot of effort in Wales has been gone into dealing with household food waste, which is great, and we can go further in that. But I would also like to emphasise supply chain food waste, and I think we need to look at working with supermarkets as how we decrease that along the supply chain, because they hold the power in that relationship. I think we need to, again, look at, it's that ownership model thing that's important. And it's about having a government that really believes in community renewables and thus looks for every opportunity where we can support communities and local authorities in developing those community renewables. I think the model in Germany is very interesting, and I think we have to look at how we can apply something similar in Wales, but perhaps through different avenues given the powers that we have in the Welsh Assembly. So I definitely agree with you. Insulating homes is a complete no-brainer, and we lag behind other countries in Europe so much in the UK. It's a massive one for Wales in particular, with such a large percentage of the population in fuel poverty. As you say, multiple benefits, warmer homes, lower bills, lower carbon emissions. In the Wales Green Party, we're looking for a programme to retrofit, which means insulating and improving draft exclusion, etc. All of our housing in Wales over the next 10 years. And we would establish an infrastructure fund in Wales, which would involve taking out public sector pensions, a part of public sector pensions from fossil fuel investments, so divesting from fossil fuels, putting that into a Wales fund for infrastructure, which would go towards retrofitting those houses in Wales. One single environmental policy or law. It would have to be a climate change target that actually matches the level of ambition that's required to deal with the problem. What we have currently in Wales, in the UK, an 80% reduction in our emissions by 2050 doesn't do us justice. It doesn't actually contribute to dealing with climate change to the degree of responsibility that we need to take in Wales. We definitely need to be looking at bringing that target forwards, or at least in the Environment Act, using those budgets to make sure that our carbon reductions, our greenhouse gas emissions reductions are front loaded so that they happen soon, not pushing them into the distant future. Nature means a huge amount to me. I mean, I grew up in rural Wales, I now live in rural Wales, and one of the reasons that I choose to live there is that because I love the natural world. I love going out, walking, cycling around locally where I live. We're very lucky here in Wales to have such beautiful countryside. And I also think it's really important. There's a lot of research that suggests that the more contact we have with the natural world, the more we experience it, then the more we have a priority in terms of environmental issues. I think there's great opportunity in Wales to get more people outside and more people active as well, which is obviously really important.